Coronation Street Part 6. So Bernie is masking her grieving. She's drinking and she's doing the hey, I'm a raver, everything's all right. Yeah, I've lost everybody I love, but my life's good. Don't worry about it. Paul's dead, Billy's dead, but I'm coping. I'm here for everybody else. So she asks Todd to keep an eye on Summer. Theo, of course, is trying to isolate Todd from everybody he's close to. So, you know, we see Theo's face when Bernie arrives. No, I suppose she'll plonk herself on the sofa and want a brew. He makes it very obvious that he's not happy about Bernie visiting at all or anybody else. He just wants Todd locked up in that flat with no visitors. Bernie comes up, he picks up the kettle. Hi Bernie, brew love. Nicey, nicey, nicey. Debbie's preparing for prison and she takes $3,000 and wants to give it to Todd and Summer towards the funeral costs because she says she was driving the car that killed Billy. She wasn't, her son Carl was. Nobody knows it's a son, but she's feeling really guilty and wants to put £3,000 toward the court costs. She's got it in an envelope. Todd refuses, gives her the money back, and Todd said it's all his fault because he was the one that made Billy leave earlier to get him away from Theo. Todd and Summer go to buy the floral tributes from Mary. Mary's done a wonderful job. And he says, Todd says something lovely when they're in the florists and they're picking the wreaths for Billy and the flowers to go over his coffin. Todd says, I deal with floral tributes every single day, but I've always just seen them as props. Now they mean something. And it is that in your day-to-day life, the people that are grieving become just props. When you're a nurse, you can be very caring and very compassionate, but it is a job. And at the end of the day, the people you're caring for, they do become one more patient. Okay, they are one more patient with a story and with a life that you want to do your best for. You want to do your best for every patient that comes through the doors. But everything in your workday life is a prop. It's something that you use, manipulate, deal with, manage, work on as part of your work life. And it suddenly brought it home to him what the flowers mean and how important they are to the grieving process. So Debbie and Todd are at the bench, not Seb's garden, another bench that they use often. And Debbie's tried to give Todd the £3,000. They're being lovely, they're being really nice with each other. Theo comes storming in. Get away from him, how dare you bother him when he's grieving, you know, don't bully him. Carl sees this going in and jumps in on Theo, don't you bully my sister, she's grieving too, it's all very nasty. So they're having scuffles in the street and Todd says, right, you two tear each other apart, I couldn't care less, I'm grieving my best friend. Little Sam, has stood up to Megan and he said, look, you can warn me off all you like, but I've seen what's going on. And if I want to find out more, I will find out more. And he says this in front of Leanne. Okay, he doesn't say you can threaten me all you like. He says, I'm very good at finding things out. If I want to find something out, I'll find out eventually. It might take me a little time, but I'll get there. And Leanne says, oh, he's right, he's a genius, he's chess champion, he's this, he's that, he will get to the bottom of anything he wants to get to the bottom of. Leanne goes off to get drinks or something, and Megan says to him, look, little boy, you know, nothing's going on, but if you've got my message, I'm reiterating it, just keep your mouth shut. So she sort of ramps up the threat. Theo talks to the bishop and says, poor Todd's not coping, Summer's not coping, what can I do to help them? I feel guilty. And the bishop says, well, go and talk to Billy. So, totally contrived. Who's the guy that runs the funeral home? Todd's boss. Can't remember. Is George. George? Is it George? Whatever he's called. He says, right, I've got to go out. Can you look after the shop for 20 minutes? I'm expecting a client, but they haven't come yet. I need to go out. You look after things here. Like Theo's a funeral director. He said, what do I do if a grieving widow comes in? Oh, just make her a cup of tea. I'll be back in 20 minutes. So George goes. Theo's left alone in the funeral home. He goes through, sits by Billy's coffin and says, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to kill you. If I could have got you out if I'd just been a bit braver. Somebody hears, and Theo hears the door slam as they leave. Da 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 da. We don't have to wait long to find out. Theo goes out into the street, looks up and down, doesn't see anybody. We go to the alley, that alley again. The alley is everything. Everything happens in that back alley. Lurking in the back alley is Carl, and he's heard Theo confessing to killing Billy. So we know there's going to be blackmail afoot. And that's where we leave it. I will be back with part 7. Shortly, which doesn't mean anon. Nice chat.